Morning diggers, we're back in Somerset today again, having come up from Devon. Just got over that last dig. Oh, blimmin' storm Dara or Dura. You'll watch that and you'll see the actual sound thing was shocking. The wind and the rain was just unbelievable. But anyway, yeah, we're back up in Somerset, hoping to find a few bits, and there's a few fields here that we're really interested in. They've always been good to us. I've had a couple of hammered out of there. It's been in really good nick. Now that's been on previous clips. But anyway, if you're out, good luck, and I'm going out, and hopefully I'll get some good luck, and I'll be able to put it on here to show you all. Thanks for the subscriptions and the subscribes and the likes and all those comments and the rest of it. Absolutely love it. It's brilliant. But as always, if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the first hole. Well, here we are, diggers, and no wind. It's bloody lovely. It's really tufty, this ground. See, tufty, and just come up with a. I thought it was going to be really bad here. In fact, too high to even attempt digging. But it's 3 down, and we spoke about it in the last video. I think now those little markers are roughly sort of 1.5 inches. I'm going with 1.5 inches for each one. So if you've got one marker, 1.5 inches, or on the top, 2 is 3 inches, 3 is about 4.5 inches, and if it's any lower than that, you're on for a long dig down. But anyway, I think we might be out. And this is supposed to be digger with lead up here, so who knows? It's a 64. So let's see. First hole of the day, as promised. And I think whatever that is. I have no idea on that one. We're in someone's sort of garden, so it could be part of anything, that, but I don't know. But yeah, it's sort of, it's not rounded all the way around. It's got like a flat bit, but I don't know. But anyway, moving on. Just hit into a 55. But listening to it, it sounds lovely. But looking at the 2D screen, yeah, it's a bit sort of all over the place. So, and you can see there with the shovel, I'm 3 inches out before I even start on this one, 3, 4 maybe. And it's hard to dig, but once you can get through that little grass bit on the top, those tufts, you know, you've got half a chance. But it's just breaking through that. So let's have a little look at that. And this is someone's garden, so I've got to be a bit. Yeah, it's definitely come down to the bottom ferris now, so it's telling me it's not brilliant, but my ears are telling me something different. Let's have a look. Hoping that might do it. No, it's not. I'll switch it off and have a little look a minute. Well, up it comes, and it's lead. And we had a vision this would be littered with lead, but the history of it, because there was sort of lead excavations here years ago. Oh, bit of lead, big bit too. Well, there's a couple of more interesting bits. I think that's a bit of horse tack, but I'm not sure. It's got sort of fixing things on here. can't be sure. And I've had a spoon, and it looks like a really sort of small sugar spoon or something. Really, the bowl here, look at that. Imagine if somebody said to you, oh, how many sugars do you take? Well, those, about 40, I think. It's not silver anyway. It's just an old spoon. On to the next. You know, some of the things you dig up in these fields are really odd. I don't know what this is. Could be anything. Looks a bit of iron through here. But that's 77. Iron wouldn't come up at 77, so I haven't got a clue what that is. Some sort of plate for something. It's probably any farmer's stuff, but yeah, 67, 77. Weird. Anyway, I've just had old George VI pop up. I don't know what date it is. Just have a look at it in a minute, see if I can get a date. Where is it? Oh, it looks like it's gone. But yeah, down here, you might be able to see it. I definitely can. 1916, 18. Yeah, it's a George, and it's quite nice to see him like this. It's not completely toasted. Whereas all I was saying the other day, the sheep shearing and stuff like that just plays out with these coins. But yeah, we got a good one there. Not too bad at all. And on to the next. Well, I was going to do another live dig. This one came up on a screamer. That is 88, that thing. And it's a horse buckle. But yeah, 88. What a thing that is. Well, what screamer it is. Date 1850 maybe. Bit of horsey tack. But yeah, on to the next. We've had a little toasty up, but yeah, just going to let it dry off before I can get something out of it. I'd imagine Sir George probably come up on a 60, I think that was. But in here, I've had something that looks quite interesting. Now, I don't know if it's a button or what it is, but it's, I thought it was button E. But I might be wrong. What's my hunch said it could be a hammer, but I think it's just a, I'm not sure. What? I think that's a Celino. I think. That's first glance, but Solino? Solino. Yeah, let me clean that up a minute. Well, we've changed fields actually, because that other one earlier was really tufty, but coming this one, a bit stubbly, and he's sort of, yeah, put a grass topping on this, and it's not really done anything yet. I think the weather caught it, the cold caught it a little bit. But anyway, I've been over there, that bit there, and I've had that little hammered up, and I've had a couple of other bits now. I've had this thing, and this I found loads of these, and they go over the sort of cow horns or the bull horns, just to stop them from sort of damaging other animals or farmers if they're anywhere near them. They sort of screw them onto their horns, and it just, you know, makes it sort of soft here. Not soft as such, but you're not going to get a spike on you. And yeah, I don't know what this one is. I thought it was a spindle whorl or some sort of weight, but lead, odd here, but there's something in the middle here, and it doesn't look new at all. It was full of mud just now, and I just dug that out. But yeah, odd one. Who knows? If you know, let me know. You know, it's one of these fields that, you know, you don't get a signal for ages, and then I got 49.50 there, and I've been sort of looking at these signals, and you see that one's pointing right down the bottom ferris. It's sort of staying on 49.50. It's 3 down, and I've all that sort of stuff I've been getting is sort of lead, and this stubble as well. Although it's right down to the floor, if you've got a signal actually on top of the stubble, you're going to be digging the stubble root out as well. And that's hard work. I'm lucky on that one. Oh, but hear that now? Just gone. It's just like he's there somewhere, but that hammer had come up on about that earlier, and it was a really wispy signal, and I thought, oh, I'm not digging that. I'm blooming glad I did. Yeah, it's in there somewhere. I think this is lead, actually. I said earlier it's a bit. See, sometimes my, I don't know if it's mirrored up there. It's there somewhere. It's tiny. Oh, it's in there. Start again. Okay, let's have it out here, wherever that is. Right, I think we got a button. Might be a 4-roller. No, it might be just a, I don't know, washer, maybe? Don't know. It could have been a button. Could have been anything. I'll let you know if it's any good. I'll clear it up. Right, moving on. Well, this is what that was. And whatever that is, no idea. Wonder if that's oldest. Was it a bit of wire or sort of squared there, and it's got this little, looks like some sort of I'm not being funny or anything, but I reckon that looks like a tool of some sort. But what? Because that is really on that end, see? But it looks too square here, but it's flat here. Rubbish or not? Who knows? Yeah, I just been looking around here, and there's a couple of signals come up. There's a odd one there, and there's there's a 43 there, and I think it's down about 4 inches, whatever it is. I've had a couple of moo chews up just now. Oh dear, I did film them, but I'm not going to put them on the clip. We all know what they look like. But could this be another one? Or could it be something else? It's quite round. So I'm thinking, maybe button? Ugh. Have I got this right before I start? Yeah, 2 inches, so it's on the corner somewhere. Here. It's got to be here somewhere. Well, I went far out. Not very deep that, whatever it is. But yeah, I've been feeding a bit of junk. And I just said to my mate just now, I said, I think we've come off the track. I've done something wrong here. And he said, yeah, I think you're right. So you get these sort of sidewinder signals, and 9 times out of 10 they're rubbish. And oh dear, there we go. More moo tubes. Moving on. I just found something here that could be interesting. I'm not sure what it is, and it's definitely not a button. There's something on the back of there. I can't quite get to the bottom of what it is, but there's something. I'm trying to focus in on it. Something on that left-hand corner. And when I turn it over the other side, it looks like a button, but it looks like something that's clipped on something. So, I don't know. It's interesting. I'll wash that out and see if I can get anything off of it. But it coming on such a rubbish signal. Never nearly bothered, but no idea. Right, I'm just went over something just now. I thought that looks interesting. Something on the top. Double bleep. Yeah, right on the top here somewhere. When I look at the camera and I go back in here, I completely lose it. But I wonder if it's going to be in here. In there somewhere. Here. More than likely lead, but give it a go. What is that? There. There. It's in here. It's a thing, it's a button. Right on the top, if you know how close that was on the top. Oh, hands, gloves. Ugh. Yeah, it's a button. Oh, that's a great shame that was. That was a brilliant signal on the top. It's got a full shank on it. I'm not going to mess with all that and take my gloves off for that. That'll be going in the box, and it'll be on the end clip. Buttons. About 20 of them, I bet. Anyway, moving on. Well, this one had me going. I didn't know what it was for a minute, but it's a button, but it's got some nice pattern on that. Again, it was down there on about a 9. Not brilliant, but the pattern's always worth it. That's lovely, that is. It's always worth finding them like that. Ugh. Dear, 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 dear. I thought that was a really good one. Maybe I'm litter again now, I expect. Ugh. I wonder why these fields give us so much jip. Yeah, just dig this, dig that. Oof. You'll be fine. What is that? There's some out here. Whoa, look at this. I'll just get that out of there a sec. Right, I'm going to continue messing with this now. I reckon this could be a 6pence. Look at that. Oops. So, we got a 6pence. And who's on the back? Let's have a look. Oh, it's George. Must be an old one. Milled as well. George V. I bet that's got a good front on it. What use that then? Blimey, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? 1929. Cool. You see that just come out like that? It's got a milled edge and he looks lovely on the back. Yeah, silver. Beautiful. Well, I got this one can't work out what it wants to be, a 23 or 22 or a higher beep or lower beep. That's where I got my tone settings too though, so that's what all that's about. Sometimes it does that. I had it set between sort of 19 and 20 and it was doing my head in, but I haven't heard this one for a while. But oh, it's gone right down on the bloody hell. It's gone right on my bottom ferrous now, so can I see it before is that it there? No. Yeah, I thought that 6pence was quite nice. Really nice. What's this then? Oh, I got something. Another button. I think if it is a button, I've had 2 or 3 buttons on this, and I'm trying to. Yeah, it is a button. I'm trying to sort of get on some sort of track and stay on it because, yeah, there seems to be a few hot spots. Yep, another button. Well, looking for another live dig here. Oh, we got a 16, 17. It's quite decent. Finding getting a bit of foil up at this bit of the field in a minute, so we've had a bit of foil up. Oh, it's quite cold over here now at the minute. It was is that worth it or no? Let's see. I see anything? No. Right. Hang on a minute. Let's have a proper look. Well, I've never found 2 of these in a day, but looks like one of those days I have found 2. I wonder if I'll ever find 3. 2's enough. Do you know, with all this detecting lark, I went into go outdoors the other day and I said, oh, I said, any chance you got a head torch? He said, what's that? I said, well, I want to go out detecting it. I said, what's the brightest one you got? And I got this one. It's bloody bright. But yeah, it stops the winter kicking in. And I've just found what I think is a lead scribe. Not sure. But yeah, I can keep on going for another half hour now, as long as you can put up with that. But that's good enough, isn't it? Yeah, lovely. First time I've used the head torch. I should have used it a long time ago. But yeah, there's my old detector. There's a ground over there. Oh yeah, brilliant. Anyway, moving on. This one now. I'm up out on a little permission in Somerset, and I thought, wow, I'm not going to film tonight. But up pops this. Look at this. That is a beauty. I had one of those last week or the week before. But if you see this on a clip, or if it's going to be on a clip, it's just, look at that. That's what we all strive for, isn't it? Absolute stunning. Up on the Mendips again. But yeah, I'll add it onto a clip. Didn't really want to. I should have filmed tonight, but never mind. Just a bit, you know. That's just gorgeous. Anyway, I'll take a few pictures too. But yeah, beauty. Back onto the old live digging. Got a 21, 22. Yeah, it's about the same that way, so stable. This ground's a bit soft today. The sun's out though, so have a little look. See what goes on there. I don't want to get as muddy as what we did yesterday, Jesus. Something's in here. Yeah, it's down on the ferris now, so looking like lead again. It's looking like I can't find it again. I'll have to dig it out, hang on. Well, this is what that was. There's definitely some age about. I don't know what that is, whether that's part of a buckle. It's got a funny bit on the end there. It looks old and turns into some sort of spike here. With a few holes there. I wouldn't... It's like a pin or something. No idea. If you know, let me know. Well, I would be mate Paul over here, and Paul doesn't like being filmed. He likes YouTube, and he likes watching YouTube, but he doesn't like the filming bit. But he does dig some good stuff up. And we think, this, what do you reckon that's was, Paul?
Dagger pommel, I think.
A dagger pommel. Do you think that is a dagger pommel? I can't say I've really sort of examined one, but it looks like something really old. Not sure. But over to you. Leave it in the comments if you know. Let us know, please. Right, this is a good one, I think. Can you just see in there? We've had a few of these, and I'm hoping, oh, blimey, it's either broken or there's something going on. Very difficult not to move. I think it's a cut half actually. Had a few of these up here. Right, I'm just going to clean it up just a sec. Right, so there we go. We think that's a Henry or John voided long cross. That is in good nick, that one. I'll just try and get it in the sun. Really, really nice. Just get it outside so you can have a look. That's a beauty. Well, this is quite a nice one. It's a 4-ringer bullet. Lead bullet. Looks like sort of a 2.2 sort of size. And we were talking about these the other day. I don't know how old this one is, but I bet it's best part of 200 years old, that bullet. And again, I mean, I found bigger ones, I found smaller ones, I found musket balls, I found all sorts of sort of ammunition-y type stuff, but that's a little beauty. And yeah, you always know there's been people about. Running, I expect. Well, I just had this up and I've been fiddling around with it for ages, and I'm thinking, what is it? And the portcullis comes on the front, and on the back is Lizzie somewhere up in here. So we're talking of a penny. Blimey now, that had me then. Really, really high signal as well. See if I can sort of, yeah, 68 that was. Blimey. Anyway, moving on. Well, here we go. I think we had a silver yesterday. This might be a silver, and I'll try and take it apart here. And this looks like it looks like a 3, is it on there? Sixpence. So it's a sixpence. Hang on a minute. Just clean this up a minute. Right, I've had a look at this, and it's 1853, 171 years old. It's got a bit of a bang in the side here, and we got a Vicky Younghead, and she looks young there. She had 9 children, and apparently she had a collie dog as well. That's all I know. I think that's about right. Yeah. Wonder who'd take note of all that. But there she is. She looks young there as well, doesn't she? Well, that's what they call her, a young head. But, yeah, on to the next. The lead today's been full on, but just had this small sort of pistol shot. It's not a big one, but we've had these other sort of bits up. Those 2 bullets, well, I haven't showed you the other one yet, but I've had another bullet up. But focus, come on, what's going on? It's the sun. Yeah, anyway, pistol shot. I don't know what sort of age that is. I don't know, 1700s, I suppose, or thereabouts. If you know, drop it in the comments. Well, this just come up, and I'm not sure if it's a button or it's another one of them there hammered coins. And looking at the side of it here, I think it could be one of them there hammers. What's think? Well, I'll just clean it off and I'll get back to you. Well, there you go. We think it's a little Eddie Longcross. Who the hell clipped that like that? I doubt if I'll catch up with him and give him a good rollicking. Probably long gone. Anyway, let's switch it over. And, oh, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There we go. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Ah, dear. Makes it all worthwhile. I've been digging rubbish, and this come up on a bang on 16. And a lovely little Eddie penny. We're back on the live digs now. I've had a real nice 46. I mean, that couldn't get much rounder if you tried. On all sides. So, but it's a bit, I don't know. Just there. About 3 inches down. If that's a bit of lead, I'll eat this machine. Oh dear, I don't think I'll be doing that for 1 minute. Probably need a bit of salt and pepper. I remember watching Laura Lardy years ago, and he said, if such and such and so and so, I'd eat my hat. And yeah, he did eat his hat. And he asked for salt and pepper to go on it. And he laughed. Anyway. What is that? Try and get the camera right. You know where there's some up there? What is it? There's a worm there. Oh, Mr. Worm, out of the way. See if we can get ourselves a bit of lead or whatever it is. And I think it is a bit of lead. No, it's not. Right. It's having some muddy, so it's difficult to... Nope. No. Right. Oh my God. You get a couple of blimmin' hammers, and then all of a sudden, bang. Hello, Mr. MooTube. How are you? Marvellous. Ugh. Well, the detecting gods have a mood tube. While you're at it, just dig next door and see what else pops up. And I think there's something in there. And again, it's really, really thin around there. So I'm going to get this out of here with you. And it looks like another hammered. I'm not sure. And that looks very muddy. So give me a sec and I'll clean it up as per. I like to wash it off and try not to scratch it and all that sort of stuff, because if you really rub into it and you lose any of it, you're going to either snap it or, you know, that's why we like to sort of water them first, so to speak. Well, we might need your help on this one. It looks like it's been misstruck badly. I might be wrong, but if you look the other side, we can see pellets. But what is it? I'm going to get on to my mate Phil Russell. Can you see? It doesn't resemble. I don't know what that resembles actually. No idea, and I wouldn't like to say. Could it be some sort of Jetton, or could that be Saxon? Just put it out there a minute. So I'm back out with Paul at the minute, and he said to me, Andy, he said, you can film my shadow, but that's about it. So he's got a 1866 Younghead Victoria. I think the one we had just now was 1853, I don't know. So there's a few silver out here, and that's lovely. Nice one, Paul. Doing these live digs, you know. Got 25 here. Nothing ever seems to become of them. It's just like bad luck if I do live digs. I don't know. Every time I do a live dig, I get blooming rubbish coming up. Well, it's sort of, they're all on the top, so yeah, it doesn't matter. I could dig them all, but there's something in here. It's gone horrible now. There was a lovely signal just now. That's gone blooming awful. So probably a bit of tin or something conductive. See? Lead. Oh dear. And that's what it does. And I always double check to see if there's anything on it. And on this one it's not, it's just going in the scrap bin again. Well, this looks quite interesting. Don't know what it is. It's got something on the back of it up there. Can't quite see it. This side I think it was. Is that part of a belt or something? Don't know. It's not quite broke through there. So whether it was a part of a belt, looks that way actually. In this square here, don't know. Interesting. I know I got to film now, that pot leg. Well, before we get to the pot leg, there you are, old Georgie pops up. I don't know what that is, 19, don't know, till that all dries out. Could be anything between 19 sort of 10, 11 up to the early 30s, mid 30s. But yeah, nice George and Penny. George V, always happy to see him. Now, there you go. Isn't that absolutely stunning? Look at that. A blimmin' pot leg. So they were out here in the middle of nowhere cooking. Just about down there somewhere. A pot leg. Oh, can you imagine that? I think I'll drop in and see him and have a cup of tea. I wonder if they done tea in those days. And what year would this be? 1500s, 1400s? But that, look at this here. Beautiful. Stunning. A pot leg. On to the next. Well, this one's quite interesting. A George III. It's not the small head that I'm usually finding. It's the, I'm trying to focus it in. This one's the sort of big head. The other one's like a peanut head, but this one's quite big. So yeah, I could just get him in the sun. Don't know if you can see him. He's on there, I've seen him. Facing to the right. George III. I just had this one up on a 50. It's half of something and half of nothing. I don't know what it is. To try and wash it up. It's got all these sort of things here that go on to something, but what it is, God only knows. Well, pulls on it again. Here we got a William the Third, yeah. 1697. Look at this. Bloody lovely. For all those people out there who hasn't got a Manticore, go out and buy one. There you go. Absolutely brilliant. So when we talk about pot mends, think of this as a pot. And think of this is a lead mend. And for you detectorists that are out there, you go out and find me one of those, because that's the first one I've seen found ever. And it was Paul again with his Manticore. It's been a little while since we found pot, but we got a bit of pot there, and that came up on a 10. And it's still bloody, look at that. Bloody lazy buggers never cleaned it up. Got all the black soot on my hand where they were cooking. Bit of pot. Well, I'm starting to wonder what we haven't found, but here's a leather mount here. Been doing really well across these fields, and this stubble hasn't bothered us. The Manticore's gone through it, the little coil on there, that little M9 coil. It's actually stuck. It's stuck to that. It won't come off ever again, I don't think. Or will it? Anyway, yeah, a little leather mount. Absolute beaut. Come up on about a 15, I think, that. Nice. Well, that was a good couple of days detecting. It was a really slow start, and you think you'll agree, the amount of lead was mad. And we come onto these fields, and yeah, it just opened up and made a good clip, and we found loads and loads of stuff. And you know, pot mends, pot legs, hammered coins, William III, George III, George II. Was there? Might have been a George II, I don't know, but there was a lot of coins, lots of bits. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button there. It all helps our channel. And we'll see you on the next dig. If you hang on just a couple of minutes, we'll just go through some of the bits that we found. I'll see you again. Right, these were the finds, and I just want to, we were talking about lead. All right, lead. And when we go out digging, there's just tons and tons and tons of it, of all sorts of different shapes, sizes, you know, there's that sort of thing. It's all been played about with, and you can't date it. They do say that the whiter the lead, the older it is. Is that a fact? I don't know. But yeah, tons and tons of lead. Things like this, you know, we're going to eventually probably weigh it all in. Anyway, go on to the finds. So what we got here, we got a hinge here. Don't know what that is. There's another hinge about somewhere. but I didn't film that one. This was that pot leg. That is absolutely stunning. That's probably one of the best ones we found. That it's just fantastic. It's, you know, that's just history beyond belief. This was the spoon that I said, you know, if somebody said to you, how many sugars do you want? Well, 40 please. Off we go. A bit of horse tack here. Didn't really find out what that was. I thought it was part of a buckle. It wasn't broke, as I said. Got another bit of pot here, and this was a bit where I keep rubbing on the back. And yeah, I've cleaned it off, but obviously in the day they never did, and I got diggered. I didn't know what that was. I think that's a bit of a horse tack. This here was probably a little bit more of something or other pot. And then we go on to the little leather mount there. That's lovely. And then we got this little pistol shot here. This one, that was a nice little one. Didn't ever get to the bottom of that. I think it's something to do with a buckle. I thought that was a bag seal, but I'm not sure. I can't really put my finger on that. That was quite interesting. Looks like it's a bit of a flower. They've definitely been messing about with that. I mean, if I give you an example, this little bit of lead here, you think, well, that's just lead. But when you look at that, somebody somewhere along the line has spent a bit of time, and I'd imagine, you know, it's going back quite a bit, that sort of 1500s, something like that. And then we go on to these two little bullets. I got the 4-ring one, and then I got the 1-ring one. I never did get to the bottom of this, but I did ask if anybody knew anything about that. It's not a spindle bore or anything like that. It's something that's had something in there. We went on. There's a couple of George the Thirds. That was that 1p piece I was messing about with for ages. That there was a George the Fifth. We had a few buttons, not too many actually, and I didn't get to the bottom of this. And I don't think I ever will. There wasn't enough on it. I keep dropping stuff, but never mind. You've seen that. I've done a sort of picture with that on the end of the cow horns. That just stops them, you know, hurting anything. That, I didn't know what that was. I didn't know if that's some sort of tool, but I don't like this little bit on the back. It's this sort of square, so it looks like it's been machined. There's something going on in there. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, this was a bull ring. Going back to some stuff we found last week, and Bill was talking about them, and we sort of thought, well, I don't know. They're palm guards, Bill. And then he said, well, yeah, they probably are. And then we looked at it again, and we do think this is a residue in the bottom of the pot. They've actually been melting stuff. That's just a little bit in the bottom. And there's one there, and we found another one today, but we didn't film it. As we go on to the silvers, this one's a Vicky Young head, and I think that coming at about 1853. There's a little, I think it's a 6p, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's a 6p. Yeah, 6p. That was a Georgia 6p. And this one, we haven't got an ID on it yet. And if you look at it, it's a hammered coin. I was going on about it might be a Saxon, but it's definitely not a Saxon. Try and clean it up. But that is misstruck. So we don't know what that is. But there's a good picture on it. You might be able to suss it out. That was a Henry III. That was the cut half. That one there was a Henry VIII, this one. That was a long cross one. And I had an idea off of Phil Russell. He reckons that's Henry VIII. We thought it was something else. And then we go on to this one we found yesterday. That cleaned up quite nicely, actually. It's a Charles I. And the date of him was about 1600 and something. Henry III was the oldest we found, which was 1200. And this misstruck one, we haven't got a blooming clue. And the Henry VIII one comes in around about 1600. So the oldest out of all of them was this one. Oh, my hands are shaky today, but that's another long cross, and it's a good one actually, really good. But anyway, yeah, that's the finds. I hope you enjoyed the clip. As I said, if you want to see more of them, subscribe and like and comment. And if there's anything there that you think I've got wrong, you know, just mention it. I'm up for any discussions or anything. You know, I'm not going to say, no, you're wrong and all this sort of stuff. Everybody's got their opinion. This is what I think it is. I'd like to know what this is. This is odd. Is it an ear picker? Nose picker? Don't know. It looks like some glasses, but it's, you know, it's metal. But it's nice. Anyway, see you all again.